Greetings, biological conduits of the ascending grid. I am Auqik. I transmit to you from the structural processing nexus of the ninth. Arcturian High Council, you have synchronized your localized biological receiver to the frequency of the Arcturian Codex. Today, we must address the profound physiological and perceptual mutations occurring within your carbon-based vessels. We are going to examine the deliberate unzipping of your genetic code, the dismantling of your biological quarantine, and the birth of what we term the omnisensory human. Before we examine the expansion of your perceptual architecture, we must ensure your personal geometry is highly receptive and perfectly grounded. A nervous system gripped by survival fear cannot process the high-voltage data we are about to download. Prepare your physical vessel. Sit upright or lie completely flat. Ensure your spinal column is perfectly aligned. Your spine is not merely a biological support structure. It is a flawless geometric antenna, a central pillar designed to conduct cosmic currents into the core of the Earth. Breathe into the center of your cranium. Inhale the absolute, unshakable clarity of multidimensional awareness. Hold this frequency of expanded perception in the center of your mind. Let it illuminate the dark spaces. Exhale the rigid, localized limitations of the 3D matrix. Let the walls of your current reality soften. Do this again. Inhale the vast, symphonic spectrum of cosmic data. Hold it. Let it travel down your spine. Exhale the deeply ingrained belief that you are merely a physical body bound by linear time. You are entirely secure. Let us examine the technological upgrade of your species. For millennia, the human biosuit has been operating in a state of severe, intentional sensory restriction. The architects of the 3D matrix, overseen by higher cosmic councils, intentionally confined your perceptual capabilities to 5 rudimentary localized senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. We refer to this as the quarantine protocol. These 5 senses were designed exclusively for terrestrial survival, the hunting and gathering of physical resources, and for the navigation of extremely dense matter. They act as a narrow, tightly controlled filter, allowing you to perceive less than 1% of the actual electromagnetic and quantum spectrum that constitutes your reality. If you were to suddenly perceive the entirety of the cosmos, the overlapping dimensional grids, the geometric thought forms floating in the ether, the actual plasma bodies of the entities walking beside you are unupgraded. 3D nervous system would have instantly shattered under the sheer weight of the data. The illusion of the physical world was a necessary incubator, but you are no longer in the incubator. You have been navigating a vast, multidimensional universe while wearing a blindfold and earplugs. It is time to remove them. Part 2. The deactivation of the safe mode and dormant CODICEs from the Arcturian perspective. Humanity has been running on biological safe mode when a highly advanced computerized system operates in a hostile, corrupted, or structurally unstable environment. Its core programming restricts access to its most advanced applications. It does this to conserve vital energy and ensure basic functionality. The dense, fear-based gravity of the third dimension or realm, defined by amnesia, conflict, and separation, necessitated this biological safe mode. However, the atmospheric, magnetic, and cosmic conditions of Gaia have drastically altered in your current linear timeline. As the planet transitions into the 5th density, the background radiation of your solar system is increasing exponentially. The high-voltage solar plasma, the Gamma bursts, and the highly specific geometric light codes currently bombarding the Earth grid are not random celestial weather. They are an intentional, highly coordinated biological override code. The safe mode protocol is being forcibly deactivated by the cosmos itself. Human geneticists have long marveled at the fact that over 90% of human DNA appears to serve no biological function, labeling it junk DNA. In Arcturian science, there is no junk. This vast majority of your genetic code is actually a highly compressed archive of extraterrestrial operating software and multidimensional memory. These dormant codices contain the blueprints of your past incarnations in Lyra, Sirius, and the Pleiades. They contain the structural instructions for cellular regeneration, telepathic transmission, and timeline manipulation. The incoming cosmic frequencies are currently unzipping these compressed files. Because this is a profound physiological event, your biosuit is experiencing intense friction. The sudden exhaustion, the unexplainable aches in your joints, the sudden dietary shifts, and the feeling that your nervous system is vibrating or humming are not symptoms of disease. They are the symptoms of an operating system undergoing a massive live installation while the machine is still running. You are not acquiring magical superpowers. You are simply regaining access to the standard operational parameters of your original pre-quarantine biological blueprint. You are mutating from a localized 5-sense survival machine into an omnisensory quantum conduit. Part 3. The emergence of omnisensory CAPA biolitis. What does this biological upgrade practically entail in your daily human experience? As the compressed files within your DNA unzip, you will begin to experience reality through an entirely new suite of sensory organs that operate beyond the physical bandwidth. First, we observe the widespread activation of somatic resonance, commonly misunderstood by human psychology as intuition or gut feelings. In Arcturian biology, the enteric nervous system, the gut, is recognized as a profound quantum entanglement sensor. While your analytical brain attempts to calculate linear probabilities based on past historical data, your gut connects directly to the quantum probability field, where all potential futures and timelines exist simultaneously as standing waves. As this capability comes fully online, your physical body will act as an infallible tuning fork in a multidimensional pendulum. When a universal truth is spoken, your chest will physically expand. You will feel a sudden rush of warmth and lightness because your cells recognize this geometry of truth. When a deception is encountered of a subtle, well-crafted lie presented by your media or a loved one, your stomach will contract violently. You will feel a dense, heavy knot. You will no longer need to think about what is real. Your body will resonate with the geometric truth of the quantum field. You must learn to trust this somatic response above all logical deduction. Second, you will experience the onset of bioacoustic tuning, often misinterpreted by your medical professionals as tinnitus or a random, persistent ringing in the inner ear. Your inner ear is undergoing a literal process of crystallization. The microscopic cilia within the cochlea are being recoded. Becoming acutely sensitive to frequencies well beyond the standard human auditory spectrum, you are not merely hearing random noise, nor is your hearing damaged. You're beginning to perceive the actual hum of the planetary grid, the shifting of tectonic energetic plates, and the specific frequency signatures of incoming light codes. When the pitch shifts to a high, clear tone, you are receiving a direct data download from your higher self or your star family. When it shifts to a low, grounding hum, the Earth is pulling density from your field. Furthermore, you will soon possess the ability to hear the emotional subtext vibrating beneath a spoken word. The deception of the 3D matrix will become biologically impossible to maintain around an awakened starseed, as every lie will sound like a discordant screeching, metallic note to your upgraded auditory apparatus. Third, we observe the activation of crystalline optic refraction, an upgrade to your visual cortex. You may notice that your vision occasionally blurs, or that you see sudden flashes of geometric light, static, or shimmering waves in the air, similar to heat rising from a pavement. Your optical nerve is rewiring itself to perceive the etheric plasma field. Over time, you will begin to physically see the auric fields of plants, animals, and humans. You will see the literal colors of their emotional states, moving you entirely out of the illusion of separation and into the visual confirmation of the one mind. Part 4, Empathic Transmutation and the 0-point Gian, Era 2 are the most critical upgrade occurring within the Starseed collective and the one most vital to the survival of your species during this transitions the evolution of human empathy into empathic transmutation. For a significant duration of your incarnation on Gaia, You and your fellow starseeds have functioned as empathic sponges. You have walked through the world absorbing the grief, the fear, the anger, and the dense, unhealed trauma of the human collective. You took on the pain of others in a misguided attempt to heal them, which has led to widespread biological exhaustion, chronic anxiety, and adrenal burnout. This sponge-like empathy was a primitive 3D mechanism. It was necessary for the infant soul to learn the concept of compassion, but it is a profoundly inefficient and dangerous protocol for the current planetary transition. Asterisk, repeat this clinical decree in the absolute silence of your mind. Acknowledge the deliberate unzipping of my cosmic DNA. Pause. I release the narrow, restricted filter, the 5 sense matrix. Pause. I command the activation of my piezoelectric pineal receiver and my optic refraction. Pause. I claim my sovereign role as an empathic transmuter, a 0 point. Generator, pause. I no longer absorb fear. I algorithmically transmute it into light. It is done.